Live from Dumfries Ice Ball, and the microphone is live. Welcome along. My name is Michael Greaves McIntosh. The match we're going to bring to you, Michael Opel, the team of Michael Opel, versus the team of Greg Dunn. And this is a championship match of sorts. Okay, I think we've got that. The graphics are in place, ideally in place. Welcome along to Dumfries Ice Bowl. We are just underway in this, the first end. This match between, oh, straight through the house, that's completely ruined my leg. Between Michael Opel and Greg Dunn, whilst keeping an eye on every other match that's going on. This is a very important session. Yeah, this is the important one. Every match is important, but there are so many ways that, well, I'll get to them. It's that complex. Once again, thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Dumfries Curling, all one word. Bring you the best action live, completely live. There's been some mistakes made. Hopefully this is the match. Mistakes by me, not the players. And that red is getting straight past. Thank you, goodbye. Straight through the house. Michael Greaves McIntosh, who says his name so quickly it comes out wrong. Both teams have had their practices. We are deep in the first end, first of 10. 6 ends minimum. We've had handshakes at ends 7, 8 and 9 so far. I don't think I'm going to beat the record in this game. This might go all the way. This will go all the way. Tactically sound, these two teams. That's how to take the blue. It's away at great neck speed. That's the ice looks good. The line looks good. The weight looks better. Yes, that's one, and that's two. The first double takeout of the first end. This is the takeout game, I think. First end, get the tactics underway. Start as you mean to go on. The redstone of Michael Opel and his team is still lying shot. But for how much longer? We will find out the answer almost immediately to that last question. How much longer will the red remain shot? It's a redstone coming, so we won't find out for the next sort of 10-15 seconds, but take the blue, sit for two. There's the blue, there's the two. This commentating stuff, it's easy. Two stones in the house, job done. Can't call a winner from this, I'm afraid. Even a commentator that's sitting on the fence as firmly as I am, insert joke here, you can't predict a winner. This is the match that we weren't originally going to cover, but we were personally asked by the English Curling Association. I can't even say the English Curling Association. Try saying that with a lisp. We were asked to cover this, as this is a tournament-changing match, and I will get to the possible outcomes. That's taken one stone away. There's still one stone lying. I would have thought if Michael can somehow get the stone to tuck in behind, it means they can't take them both out at once, them being Greg Dunn's team. What have we here then? Let's see if we can capture the essence of what the discussion is. No. The stone is released. Michael Opel. Needs to be swept. Needs to ideally tuck in behind the red, I would have thought. That's where the ice is. It's in. Needs to keep sweeping. That's well played. Back to the takeouts again. This is where cutting stops and demolition derby begins. Ideally, Greg wants to hit the blue and stay. It's heavyweight, if that. That looks ideal. Commentator's curse. No, straight on the nose. Look at that. Couldn't have hit it squarer if I tried. And that brings to a close the first end. And even though the scoreline was pretty cut and dry, we will wait for the official scoreline. Which is just being put up now. One blue is the official scoreline. This is Harry Mallows, who is going to take his first stone of this, the second end of 10. Coming up, we have the scorelines for the other games played at the moment. That's a perfect, look at that, on the button. That's fabulous. And immediately Greg wants it taken away, rightfully so. Stephen, the stone is away, being swept like you wouldn't believe. That's not exactly takeout weight. Come up to it, I would have thought. Can't see, don't have a visual. All three sweeping now. Just think if that was the kitchen floor, spotless. Harry Mallows now. It's good to name check these people. They are playing, and family and friends are watching at home. good afternoon to you. It's a better weight. Even if it just touches the blue, that would be ideal, which it's going to do. It's going to hit an edge. Having said that, it has knocked the blue into second shot. Stephen Hines. Greg Dunn, second player. Greg Dunn playing the Bluestones in this game. I know there's only two colours, but let's keep it professional. Takes the guard off. Quick wave, thank you very much. It's exactly what I think I wanted, just watching the delay. I assume it is. This session bringing to a close the third day's action, and possibly, as I will go through in due course, the tournament itself. There are many different ways this could happen. Probably best to tell it with the end of the fifth end, when you can digest the information at the same time you're digesting your lunch. It's over the hog. That's a pretty decent centre guard. Having said that, to flip the coin, the red of Greg Dunn is sitting shot. I would have thought guard would have been the best option. If you are in Greg's Dunn... I see, if you're saying them quickly, if you are in Greg Dunn's team, the best option would be to guard this. You're still lying shot. But we will never know. Oh, apologies, I got that totally wrong. Michael Opel is lying shot. He's playing red. Dyslexic and colourblind. Not a great combination. I apologise. I've apologised in every game so far. I'm not going to break that record at all. This is a takeout stone. If it doesn't hit the card, just got away with that. And no more. Ooh, goodness me. That was the shot of the day, I think. Clears the red altogether. Leaves Greg Dunn lying shot with a guard in front. Just looking at that shot on the replay, that was a pretty decent shot. I don't know how to make it a replay to show you, but there is a small delay in between what you see and what I commented on, and goodness me, there wasn't much in that at all. Blue sitting 2. Blue sitting 2. Michael Opel has it all to do in this second end. Thank you. Let's see. This looks positive. You can tell by the bunny hop, perfectly illustrated. Be careful though, so I put my knee out. It's drawing around the first guard, or is it? It's going to be a tight squeeze. Breathe in. Ooh, just look at that. Fabulous. What a line. And we can't see it. But the fist bump says it all. The high five. Well played. Ooh, goodness me. My goodness. That was a perfect stone, perfect weight, exactly where the brush was. Greg Dunn lying shot, and Michael Opelstone lying second shot. At the end of the second end, we're just waiting for the official score. I'm just trying to update other scores. Sorry for the scheduled silence. It seems that somebody on the other sheet is filling that silence with noise. Let's have a look. So far, it's 1 blue after the first end. Oh, that was a cracking stone. I'd say that was still 1 blue, which it is. So that's 2 blue after 2 ends. Steve Mann to begin. Okay, so here are the scores as they stand. Actually, that's incorrect. 4-1 after 2 on sheet E. Zachary Dixon game. They have blanked the first end. We're still waiting for confirmation on the second. Stephen Mann with his second stone. Ideally, sit on the red, which it hasn't quite done. Lies second shot, and immediately, Michael Opel wants rid of that blue stone that Stephen Mann has just played. Rightfully so. Tactically, the right thing to do. He can't hear me. It's just between you and I. We're friends, you see. Exactly the right thing to do. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? As soon as he let the stone go, the sweeper's waved. Now, is that a good sign or not? Could be brilliant, I don't know. Yes, not quite. No. Having said that, lying first shot and second, so that is the right thing to do. Brilliant play by Harry Mallers there. Stephen Hines, the second player. That's taken one. That's well played. That's a second shot. Excuse my small lisp. Second shot. Still a tactical game though. Wants the front guard away, ideally. Wouldn't it be better if you could get the actual blue that's in the house sitting in the white at sort of 12 o'clock if the house was a clock face away altogether? But I think he's going for the guard. Henry Carter with this stone. It's going to hit the guard. That's exactly what Michael Opel wanted. Opel, who is behind at the moment after 2 ends, 2 down. Stephen Hines. That's a better line, I think. Could be wrong. Oh, look at that. That's a pearl of a stone, that. I'm sure there's some sort of metaphor. If you cut a stone down, it makes a diamond. I don't know. But that was a pretty good stone there. Well played, Stephen. Henry Carter once again. I've never seen a man move so fast out of the hack. And that's why, here's the takeout weight. Yes, that's got one away. Having said that, there's every single chance in the world, and that's not me being overly dramatic, that other baits will just put the guard back in. They are sitting 1 at the moment, the team of Greg Dunn. You could probably afford to do that. 2-0 ahead, with 1 in the pocket. It's not snooker, but you know what I mean. With 1 to spare at the moment. Jamie Moulton with his first stone of this, the third end. I think wants a hit and roll. Certainly what he's going for. I would have thought. I think so. Looks positive. Not all things are positive. Yes, perfect. Is he staying out? Yes. That is... I'd call that the shot, actually. Arthur Bates with his final stone of this, the third end. Let's see if it makes any difference. I'm sure it will. Just building up the suspense, you know the act by now. And that's 1 away, and it stays. Beautiful. Loyal curling fans who have watched for 3 days. Jamie Moulton once again. Probably want to take the front blue. That's a... Oh, happy with that. Very happy with that. Michael Opel sticks his hand up. Almost like a wave. Leave it alone. It's fine. Oh, but it's not quite fine. It leaves a massive gap to take away. Blue is still lying shot. Greg Dunn with his first stone of this, the third end. He is at the moment sitting 2 up with 1 in the pocket. He wants to take out the red, I would have thought, although a card would be equally acceptable. But again, I'm not Greg Dunn. It's his stone, it's his decision. It is his name on the marquee, on the team. Let's have a look. Drifting over. Might get the red at the back, actually. Oh no, red at the front, and it stays to sit 2 in front. Tactically brilliant, proving the commentator wrong yet again. Thank you, Greg. It is a universal sport, is the sport of curling. It's not quite a sport, it's an art. It is a sport, but I always thought it's an art. You're making a stone glide on ice to finish at a target. It's like posh darts is curling. All ages, abilities, wheelchair curling, male curling, female curling, all sorts. I'm sure if you left a monkey in a room full of ice, obviously, by the end of it, he could curl as well. It's a very accessible sport. Find your local ice rink and get going. Michael Opel, his first stone of this, the third end, and it looks like it's going to be light, which I think is what he wanted. Might just get past the blue. Oh, that's not what he wanted. They're all sweeping now, look at that. Creating friction, I suppose. And that is the third shot, I think. Yes, it is. The third shot. Might even be fourth shot. But it is a beautiful sport, though. Just going back to my point. It's played all over the world. Well, I say all over the world. Most parts of the world. It's a bit of a hard sell. But please, find your local ice rink and get started. Maybe one day you can play in a tournament as intense as this. And trust me, it is. Dunn, I think. Yes. And let's see, what can Michael Opel do? He has the last stone in this end. Be risky to promote his own red, I think. I wouldn't draw from there. I wouldn't draw from there at all. I'd draw from the left. They're looking at it now. Bigger gap. It's like telepathy, this. Think left. Left. Watch this. It'll be right now. Watch this. Always the way. Commentator's curse. Oh no. Going left. Drawing from the left. If it goes wrong, I accept responsibility. Whilst remaining completely impartial. Michael Opel lets the stone go. It's coming into shot in a couple of seconds. And there it is. And drawing from the left, as you look at the picture. And it's coming in, but will it be enough? Might be a bit heavy. Needs to keep going. Having a look. To me, that's at least one blue. That's one blue. Yep. Oh. Or maybe. Right. Oh no. I think there was a few discussions there, a few mutters. That's why I'm talking rather loudly and fast because we do have microphones down there. The odd word can slip out at any point. Let's have a look at the delay. Blue comes in from the left. There's a view, don't touch it. I think there might have been stone in the way. And then about 15 seconds of intense discussion. Oh, actually, the discussion was with one team. It wasn't, it didn't cross paths. Stone has been released to get this fourth end underway while we wait for the official score from end number 3. Actually, that's totally wrong. There's already been a stone in play, and it's blue, so blue scored. Let's have a look. Yes. Okay, so that's 1 blue in the third end, bringing the total to 3-0. Okay, we have the scores. I'm very tempted to say scores on the doors, but there is no doors. But here are the scores. And I think one might be missing, actually. Hold on. We will come back to that. That's it. Okay, here are the scores. We'll get this leg right eventually. Now, there are many outcomes to this. If Alan McDougall and Michael Opel win their respective matches, they will go through and then they will play their own final tomorrow. If Alan, that's Alan McDougall, and Greg Dunn win, there will be no final. And if Owen Rees and Greg Dunn win, Alan, that's Alan McDougall, is in the final. And then there's sort of mind maps of three-way ties and stone draws, and which I'll try and simplify. Not for you, for me. So there are many ways this could pan out. It's all very important. It's mathematician stuff, this. What I can tell you is there was a group meeting of the English Curling Association. Well, at least representatives from and the players in this tournament, literally mind mapping things out. Thank you very much for their assistance. Oh, that's fabulous. That's one away and one moved. Could this be the start of an Opel comeback? I think so. It's about time. The fourth end. It's dying. It's dying a lot. And that could be, and I'm not going to attempt fate, but that could be a slight mistake. They don't seem to be that impressed with that. It's not the look of someone who is impressed, that. Greg Dunn staring at the stone, wondering why. We all make mistakes. Assuming that was one, it could be all part of the plan. Got to be a good poker player to go. There's a lot of winks and looks. Yeah, that was took the guard away. That was what was wanted. That was a pretty decent stone. Oh, yes. Well, that's changed the game again. Now the blue stone of Greg Dunn is lying shot, and Michael Opel will have to rethink his comeback in this, the fourth end. A 4 of 10, 6 ends minimum. It states that in the rules, I'm not making that up. 6 ends minimum, and 10 ends to a final. Finish, as opposed to a final. I would have thought, and I can only speculate, that if we take the red away, let's just change cameras, that would be the next move. But having said that, we won't know until the shot's time. The order of the day is taking the blue, took the guard, hit their own, and knocked in. That's tactically okay from Greg Dunn and his team. It does leave a straight takeout. And I guarantee this will be a straight takeout shot now. There's a difference in the speed and the weight between takeout, draw and guard. That was for friends and family who want to know why you spend all that time on ice. Practice makes perfect. That's a takeout. No, it's not. That's a natural draw delivery. It needs to hit and stay. Good line. Perfect line. Takes it out. Stays. Job done. Greg Dunn. Sorry, I don't mean to rhyme like that. It's very cliche. That looks okay. That looks okay. They're not even remotely trying to sweep that. Just a carbon copy of the last shot, be it slightly wide. Leaves the redstone shot, but leaves a takeout. I hate to repeat myself again, but you know, leaves a takeout for Greg Dunn. Take it out, sit 3, and ideally put the blue stone where the red stone is. The blue stone that he's about to take. This is Greg Dunn, and this is his first stone. And if this does manage to stay, and the score remains 3, it will double the lead, which will make it doubly difficult, sorry for the pun, for Michael Opel in the future of this game. Let's see. Ice has been given to the inside of the offending stone. Why is it defending? They want it away. On the nose, needs to stay. Perfect. What a stone. Well played. Now what can Michael Opel do? I'm sure many things, but in this game, what can he do? So far, both Alan McDougall and Greg Dunn are ahead in their respective games. And if this stays how it is, there will be no final tomorrow. We don't know that for sure, but that's one of the mind maps I've been given by the English Curling Association. Lovingly written on the back of my notes. Might be a paper shortage, I don't know. Save the trees. Okay. Greg Dunn leaves it shot. Oh, actually, hold on. The Dunn stone is still shot. the view was obstructed there. Let's have a look. Now, the obvious shot would be to take the red and sit for 4, which would be... I'm trying to think of an intellectual expression without using the word killing, thrashing. Could this be the first granny of the match? Granny is Scottish term. Means that one team scores throughout the whole game and the other team does not. Oh, found one. A jolly good game. There it goes. Give it a wave and sit for 4. This is ideal for Greg Dunn. Four in the house. Also, don't forget, the players in this tournament have to travel sort of 4 hours plus, 5 hours, 6 hours, halfway across the country to get back home. So, who knows? It's a lot of variance, a lot of ways this could go. Michael Opel will not get his coat just yet. Oh, thank goodness we have a game. That's 1 red. 3-1. So there will be no granny in this game. There goes the high five. Very happy with that. Saved. So for the 4th end, the score is 3-1 in favour of Greg Dunn. Let's have a look. Wow, okay, sheet E. A 4 has been scored by the Bluestones. That's Alan McDougall. Taking it to 8-1. And sheet F, 3-1 after 4 ends. It's a very cagey game, 2 blank ends. Oh, I might have got that wrong. Sheet F, 3-1 in favour of Dixon. The comeback starts now for Michael Opel. Steve Aman. And it is Aman, not Aman. I did call him Steve Aman for a while. It's Aman. Just like to get that out of the way. And that's almost a perfect lead stone. Just at the edge of the house. We won. We have a game. I always say we have a game after both teams have scored. It means there's no sign of a granny. There's nothing worse, even for the winner. For the winner, it's, yeah, we won, but the other team didn't score. It's a bit of a hollow victory. And if you're on the losing end of a granny, well, enough said. It's quite painful. Been there, done that, both sides. Won and lost in a team where we didn't score. And we scored a lot. Both sides of the coin. Why make that clear? Just because, I think. Okay, back to the game. Oh, just away, but it's still in play. I think the shadow of the stone is in the target, which is why it hasn't been kicked out of the way. Steve Aman with his second stone. The tactics are in this end. The stone has been released. Steve Aman with his second stone of this, the fifth end. Remember, at the end of this end, goodness me, that's a bit of a tongue twister. There will be a short break before we play the remaining 5 ends of this 10-end game. Oh, that's perfect. That is truly a thing of beauty. Past the first guard and the second. Having said that, if this stone gets taken out, if Henry Carter executes this, it will be pretty amazing to look at. I'm sure he will. And it has been released. Henry Carter. Oh, it looks good. Looks good. Needs to come out a bit more. Oh, it's staying out. It's staying right the way out. And it's going to go past the stone. That's unlucky. I must say, while Stephen gets ready to take his second stone, I've had many interesting conversations over the past couple of days with members of each team, and you could probably go out and have a drink with these guys. I don't drink teetotal, so it'll be tea or coffee, but just really sort of decent sportsmen. Stephen Hines, the second. For Greg Dunn, and that looks like a better stone. Take the red out. Yes, and stay. Stay for 2. Well played. And they're all sharing cars as well. Did I mention that? Let's see if the mood will be frosty. Excuse the pun. It is a long way to travel though. Up to 6 hours. Oh, yes, needs to stop. Needs to stop. That is the shot. Well played. Henry Carter there. Henry Carter, who's had some fabulous stones in this game. He's not quite the player of the match for me. I think Michael Opel, to get that one after being 3 or 4 down, that's the shot to beat of the match at the moment. And rightfully so, he's leading the team. That was a pearl of a stone, but it's been knocked out. Well, it's been pushed, not out of position. It's still lying shot. Yes, it is. Having said that, Greg doesn't look totally sure, but I'd say from here, looks like red is still shot, and if we could get a draw to even rival that or match that, that would be the order of the day. Jamie Moulton, I think this is. Hold on. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. Did you see that? Did you see Henry there? almost. Ooh, you could feel it. Watch the replay. That was when players show emotion, they do. That was almost a perfect stone. Okay, Arthur Bates. Excuse me. All this talking. And another discussion is taking place. Where to, how to, should I? All these questions. For Jamie Moulton to absorb and hopefully answer in due course. Where can he hit the stone? A red stone. And they're still talking about it. They've all the time in the world. Just get that pickup out of the way. Sometimes stones can pick up. And now Michael Opel is standing in a totally different place to where he was before. He started standing on the left, and now he's moved all the way to the right. Could that be a good decision? We will soon find out. Let's have a look. The sweepers are ready. Oh, and... oh, should I sweep it? I think it might need it, Michael, to be honest. Yes, come on. Unless it's a guard, in which case it's a perfect stone. But, having said that, it's guarding the... oh, actually... you see, this camera angle, it lies occasionally. I don't think they're quite sure. I'm certainly not, I'll admit that. And trust me, they're not discussing world peace. You know, they're certainly not discussing what they have for lunch. I'm sure it was lovely. This is all about which one is shot, what to do next. And this could take a while. Not because of lack of intelligence, but purely because where are you going to put the stone? Where's it going to go? What's the correct line to play? And the beauty of the whole car sharing idea is that this will be discussed for 6 hours on the way home. So this could go one of two ways, really well or not so well, and it will be taken apart bit by bit and made jokes about depending either way. Who will be the butt of the joke? But equally, this is guts and glory stuff, this. I'm building up the suspense because I do think this is an important shot. Stone has been released. This could be good. Hold on. Oh, it's got the first guard after all that discussion. It's opened the guard. Now this is quite interesting. Now we have a proper game. That's probably today's saying. Now we have a game. Now we have a proper game. Now we have a tactical game. Now if my mathematics is correct, this is the last stone, and it goes to Greg Dunn. The stone... oh, I'm not right at all, actually. Hold on. I think we're one stone ahead of ourselves again. I'm trying to be too punctual. This is Michael Opel. The stone is coming into shot. The buzzer won't help things. It is heard in the ice pad. One stone ahead of ourselves. So now we turn to Greg Dunn. The last stone of this end, the fifth end. Don't forget there's a short break after this, and a 6-hour car journey to discuss this. This is the shot. Greg Dunn. I think I can't really see. We don't have a visual. It's going to hit one of the guards, or is it? No. That's well played. My goodness. Now that is a measure. Come on now. No, is it not? No. Hold on. We will wait for the official score. There's high fives going on. One team is very happy. There's one person that's very happy, and it is Greg Dunn's team. Let's see how happy they are. Let's have a look at the score. Yes, they are. 2 blue. That's how happy they are. That's what the high fives were for. At the end of the 5th end, going into the short break, it is Greg Dunn 5, Michael Opel 1. Just as a bit of bonus action, we transfer sheets. Okay, this is the Owen Rees game, as you can see, and shout outs a commentary? I don't know, but Arthur Branch, good afternoon to you, Team Rees's biggest supporter. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, your dad is a YouTube celebrity. Show this to all your friends. Of course, Arthur's dad, to really promote him, is Vincent Branch, the vice skip. We might get a quick look at his stone while we wait for the 5-minute break. This was the game we were originally covering before the English Curling Association overruled and said, actually, the game that we're covering now, the Michael Opel, Greg Dunn game, is tournament pending, I think. Now at the moment, I'm just looking at the score. This is on sheet E, the Rees game. It was at 8-1, but now Owen Rees' team have pulled back one in the 5th end, so they've had the small break and they are back on, which leaves the score at 8-2. And when I last looked, they had 2 in the house. Now they have 1, so 8-2 after 5 ends. We've done the shout out, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, here are the official scores. Hold on, I'll just check one more time to see if that's correct. Yes, it is, thank goodness. Right, here are the final scores. Let's hope the computer graphic works, which it does. Yes, thank goodness. And we are ready to get the second end underway. The second end, excuse me, the second part of the match underway. End number 6. Not final scores, up-to-date scores is the correct term. So let's have a look. The lead for Greg Dunn is Harry Mellows. 5-1 down going into end number 6. Oh, just nips the guard. That's useful, but slightly unlucky. Steve Aman with his second stone. Now, because I could be wrong, I think I'm right, because the red stone that Harry Mellows just played is not in the house, you can't take it out. I could be wrong, curling purists. Let me have a go. We'll get emails now. Or text or something. We have viewers from Canada and viewers from Kent, Scotland, Wales, I think. There's some in Wales. Hello to whoever you are, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us. Supporting your friends and family who have been curling non-stop for the past 3 days. That's another thing that hasn't stopped, the buzzer. I wonder if that goes off during the night, actually. Goodness. Imagine that. Imagine being a neighbour. There's a small cap in play. The sweepers are off. I was going to say they're getting ready. They're away. this should be, let's have a look. It should be Henry Carter. Keeping scores, clicking and watching and commentating, multitasking, question mark. No, this is about as multitasking as I get. Even my coffee machine you make it in stages, just to give you an idea. Stephen Hines now for his second stone. He is the second player. Oh, this is a takeout, and it's a good one. Look at that. That's one away. Keep sweeping, keep sweeping, keep sweeping. Ooh, just hanging on. Henry Carter would probably be asked to take one away and tuck in. That's certainly what I think is being asked. Body language, looking at someone's back. Okay, it is away. And let's see the urgency at which Michael Opel gets up and sweeps. Doesn't look that urgent. Looks all good. Touch the blue. Lovely. Arthur Bates is next up, the vice skip for Greg Dunn. Probably guard, I think. Actually, no, I'm totally wrong there. Looking at the stone formation as it is. Yeah, he's gone for the takeout. And he's got it. Yes! Oh, and he stuck out his own. And it's taken out the stone. Oh, well. Never mind. Still one in the house. Which will do Greg Dunn a big favour, and maybe Michael Opel a big favour. Jamie Moulton is away. Coming to a stop, and indeed that's the signal that that Michael is giving. Stop. Ooh, nearly. That was nearly the shot of the game. Doesn't quite eclipse Michael Opel's shot. Go from 4 down to 1 up. Let's have a look then. It might skate past, just get an edge. That's well played. The hand goes up. I'm not sure who you were waving at. Indeed, the hands went up to the camera. Goodness, what happened there? Let's have a look. Just have a look at the delay. There was almost no reason for the hand to go up. Jamie Moulton has released his stone. Just having a look at the replay of that last stone. First hand goes up. This hand's all over the place. Waving to the camera in the delay. And another hand goes up live as Jamie Moulton, who just took his shot no more than 15-30 seconds ago. Greg Dunn, who crucially does not have the last stone in this, the 6th end. The stone is on its way. Is it? Yes, it should be. No, not yet. Don't rush, mustn't rush. Every stone counts. And now we begin. Okay, Greg Dunn, who is blue, stone colour-wise, so ideally take the red out, sit for 3. Needs to get it. Needs to get it. It's coming over a bit much for my liking. Might just get an edge, which is perfect. Ooh. No. That is an opportunity missed. How many waves do you think we'll see? Michael Opel for his first stone of this, the 6th end. The sweepers are getting ready, sort of, making sure they haven't pulled a hamstring. Okay, we are away. Here comes Michael Opel's stone, his first stone of the 6th end, as I just said, drifting into shot. It's heavy. It's going to be back ring. Oh, it's dying. It's dropping off. This could be perfect. One red. As so far, one red. Although looking at the replay of that last stone that Michael Opel took, what is the correct? The stone that he played is probably the correct terminology. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or just a card. Greg Dunn, who has one mistake to his name in this end, missed the takeout. These things are sent to test us. Right, he'll get it this time. Having said that, it's coming over a bit much again. Needs to stay. Gets a bigger edge. That's well played. It's one blue. And is it 2 blue? Yes, 2 blue. 3 blue. 2 blue. 2 blue in a measure. I'll settle for 2 blue in a measure. Michael Opel, who is, as far as the scoreline goes, sitting 5-1 down. He needs to draw to the button again, just like he did in the fourth end. There's discussion going on. That's where the ice has been given. Michael Opel glides down. What can only be described as glide. You have one slip shoe and one not, I imagine. I wouldn't know. I'm in a wheelchair. Glides down to begin his shot, his last rock, his last stone of this, the sixth end. And just a draw would be good. And we are away. And this looks, for me, heavy. Just needs to sit on the blue. Sit on the blue. Needs to stop now, which it is. This looks good. One red. There we go. It's confirmed. Another high five. Thank you very much. Bringing the score to 5-2. It's a slow comeback. 4 ends to go as we enter the seventh end. No break this time. Let's just see if we can have a quick look at the other scores. We don't exactly have a visual on the other scores at the moment. We will check again in due course. 5-2 to Greg Dunn's team as Harry Mellows leads away. Because they won the last end, they begin in the next end. And that is a pretty good stone. They're not sweeping it, they're leaving it alone. Centre guard. Okay, Steve Aman now takes a shot. There's many different techniques. Taking a curling stone, taking a shot. You have to find one that suits you. It certainly suits Steve. But how much? Knocks the guard out of the way. Still in play though. Another guard has been asked by Michael Opel. Probably the tactical thing to do. Now remember, this is just a guard. That's what's been asked. It won't be heavy. It will not be heavy as long as it's over. Regarding a terrible mishap, it should be a guard. It should stop about now. That's almost perfect. Plug the gap. There's a slightly bigger gap to the right hand side than to the left. So I would imagine the draw is the shot to take. Just give ice at the outside of the blue or the inside of the blue, which has been done. That's exactly what Michael Opel has asked for. It should be a draw, slightly heavier than a guard, but not a takeout weight. The weight looks good. Through the bigger gap on the right hand side, needs to stop just before the tee. That's perfect, well played. And immediately the call, take the blue stone that has been played by Steve Aman out, and Henry Carter will have heard that call. And let's see. Henry Carter with his first stone through the gap on the right hand side, and it'll just come up to the blue. That's a beautifully played stone. Just needs a touch. Yep, blue is still shot, but it's left in such a way that the hit is on, basically. Although not in this stone coming up. Stephen Hines, who's the second for Greg Dunn. So they want to protect that stone. A heavy guard would be... Isn't a heavy guard a draw? No. Through the guard on the right hand side, there's a theme here. Through the guard on the right hand side, hits the red, which hits the blue, and that's actually a very clever shot. Why? Because the red stone is guarding. Now they're discussing it now. It would have to catch an edge. Let's have a look. Henry Carter, who's been consistently good during this game. And for me to notice, that must be good. Let's have a look. Henry Carter needs to hit an edge. Oh, he's going to hit it square. Oh, goodness me. That could have been better. I'm sure Henry will be the first to admit that. But it still looks okay, actually. Stephen Hines, who's playing blue today, the second for Greg Dunn, chooses the gap on the left-hand side, just kisses it. Again, he will go back and watch this and listen to me say there was a bigger gap on the right-hand side. And the guard has been called. That was unlucky though, Stephen. It's a good line. Just nipped the red at the front. Jamie Moulton has been given a guard through the left-hand side, filling the gap. Stop sweeping immediately. Did you see the hand go up there? Now sweep. It's a good line. Needs to keep going. It's going to go through the gap. Well played. Needs to guard, which it has. Very well played. And that will make it very difficult. Very difficult indeed for Greg Dunn's team. Why is there a pause every time we say it? It will make it very difficult indeed for pause, and then who it is. Why? Because there's nothing worse than praising a great shot with the wrong name. That would be terrible. So, you know, just so you're aware, I don't have a reoccurring name stutter. I have a difficult time saying my own. It's long enough. Oh dear. That truly is a bit of a mistake. Guard has been called twice. It's a guard. No, you can only call it once, but you know, I thought it was funny. That's 3 times he's called the guard now, just to be absolutely sure. If this is heavy, Jamie will never hear the end of this, I can show you that. Jamie Moulton. Okay, from what I could work out, hit it head on. That would be the aim of this next shot. Ah, take the red. Yes, hit it head on. It didn't, it missed. Having said that, it opened the gap. Okay, Greg Dunn. Greg Dunn, who I assumed was setting shot, but I think... see, that's very deceiving. Is it red or blue? I would say red. What do I know? Probably blue now. Decisions, right? That's why I'm not an umpire. That's why I'm a commentator. I can only speculate. There's never a definite answer. It's my job to be on the fence. And the discussion is going on. See, it's not just me. It's the whole team. There's a man with a camera. I think he's on the other sheet, though. That was going to be very awkward. Hold on. Let's have a look. Just while we wait for that, let's sheet F. We have oh no, sheet E, excuse me. Oh goodness me. Oh no, they brought back. It's now 9-5 in favour of McDougall. After 7 ends, excuse me, 7 ends. 9-5. 9-5 after 7. I think they made a decision this time. The game we are covering, Opel Dunn. Okay, the stone is on its way. They made a decision. I would have thought... Take the red. Just take the red and stay. That's... Whoa. I don't think... I'm not at all sure if that was what was planned there. By Michael Opel, I'm sure it was. Just having a look at the replay. He gave ice at the inside of the red, so I think he wanted to try and hit the blue, actually. Didn't do it. That's a shame. Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm just looking at that again, just to make sure I haven't got it wrong. The same mistake, because it wasn't the shot that was called for. It was close. Wasn't quite the shot. It was a shot. But a shot isn't the shot, if you understand what I'm saying. Right, I think also, just while we wait, sheet F have finished after 7 ends. And that finished, 8-2 in favour of Dixon. So Dixon beats Zachary. That is, I'm not going to say a shock, but, or even an upset. That is a decent showing. It doesn't affect It doesn't affect the tournament, I'm not going to say at all, as much as one would hope, which leaves us covering 2 games. At the moment we're the 7th end of Opel versus Dunn, and Sheet E, McDougall and Reese are on their 8th end. We'll bring you the score as it happens, officially. This should be Greg Dunn. It's not, you know. Is it? Yes. Now's not the time to be colourblind. I don't think it was, actually. What are we talking about? That was Opel. I think today's saying every stone counts, but not when you're one ahead. Then it just confuses you. So this should be Greg Dunn with his last stone, the last rock of this, the 7th end, and unless they're saying something I'm not, that to me, I'd measure that. Let's see, last rock. That's skated through. That's totally skated through. Right. Oh, I think they've decided already. There was me saying that was a measure. Okay, so after 7... Oh, it is. There we go. Was I right? Yes. I think I was. So after 7 ends, it is 1 blue. So sorry, excuse me, 1 red. Blue retain the hammer into the 8th end, which takes the score to 5-3. So this could be doable for Michael Opel and his team as we enter the 8th end. Let's just have a look at the possible outcomes. So Alan McDougall is winning. Alan McDougall is winning, and Michael Opel is not. Which means that if the scores stay the way they are, there will be no final tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. In fact, I'm not sure if there will be a match tomorrow. I will find out and keep you posted. If it means I have to come back up and do a separate sort of announcement broadcast, we will do that. Okay, we are back in the room. Just had a quick word with one of the representatives from the Zachary team who ended up losing. And I thought they were just there to have fun. They weren't, they were out of the tournament, just there to play. And they did. And had a great time doing it, which is all good. We couldn't have filmed it anyway because it is sheet F and the camera isn't working at one end of sheet F. Okay, after 8 ends on sheet E, McDougall has made it into double figures, 10-5. So, and that's after 8 ends. So I think the handshake stage could be imminent from Team Reese. Although I'll leave the biggest fan of Team Reese, who is Arthur Branch. With this, McDougall have played exceptionally all tournament, and to get a 5 against McDougall, that's pretty good going. They should be proud. Back to the game in hand, though. Opel and Dunn. I'm not going to say it was the result I predicted, because it wasn't. I expected a close game. 5-3 is a close game, with 3 ends to play. It could still be a very close game. Just to clarify, I just didn't think the result, but I thought Michael Opel would be the one that's ahead at this stage, end 8. That's totally impartial, but pushed. So it's somewhat of a surprise that Greg Dunn is ahead. I think he could pull this off. He could pull this off, and if this stays the way it is, which I'm definitely sure sheet E that it will, there will be no final tomorrow, but I have sent a runner down who's going to find out. So you will know when I know. A lot of discussion going on. I think the stone's away. Yes, it is. You can tell there's bunny hopping going on. It's a total dead weight, though. Not sweeping it at all, and I think that could be straight through. Don't need to sweep that. Yep. And it's out of play. And it's kicked out. Yep. You can just tell. That was unfortunate. So all in all, while we wait for these Dunn to be released, it's been a pretty good 3 days here at Dumfries Ice Bowl. I'm sure we'd love to host this event again. I'd certainly love to commentate on it again. Some exceptional curling on display. A few mistakes, granted, but we all make mistakes. Yet more discussion going on. Rightfully so. It's getting to the sharp end. I think the discussion's going on because there's a lot of centre guards by Michael Opel's team. So it's very difficult. But this is their stone. And it's going to hit their own. That's unlucky, actually. It's given Greg Dunn the shot for sure. There's not a measure in this one. In fact, it's given him 2 shots. So I'm sure the idea will be to take out. But this is a blue stone. Oh, selfish. They're going to try and knock it in. And stay. Ooh. Well, got to take the chance. That's unlucky. That's very unlucky. Goodness me. That was almost a brilliant shot. I have major respect for anybody who sits ahead and wants to be ahead further and takes the risk. Having said that, I think by the 8th end, you know, the sportsmanship of, oh, give them 1 or give them 2, it sort of fizzles out very quickly. Oh. No. Oh, he's jump up and down on the spot. I'd imagine a guard now, surely. But then again, who knows? Could be a heavy draw, could be a takeout. has been released. Eagle eyes on the stone that's coming in. It's curling round. Don't have a visual. I still don't have a visual. Goodness me, this thing for 3. Let's see. So blue. Blue is Greg Dunn, which would take his lead from 2 to 5, going into the 9th end. Shake hand stage? Not quite, I don't think. I think the general rule of thumb is you shake hands when you know that mathematically you can't draw or win. I was speaking to many people about this actually, who thought it was a mark of respect to, if you're not winning and you're not winning by a lot and you can't win because of the numbers, you shake hands and leave. Which I totally agree with, that sentiment of out of respect. But if you're in a final, to shake hands at a final, no. Play to the end. You've got there. You may as well, play to the end, even if it is a Braveheart moment. Of course, all this is going on while intense discussion is taking place. This is just filler. In the Reese McDougall game, hasn't come to an end just yet, but the last stone had cleared the house. And in the Dunn Opel game, or the Opel Dunn game, it has changed almost nothing. 2 blue as it stands. Michael Opel playing red in this game. I just have to keep making that point. I think it would be a good option to try and hit and promote, but you don't have last stone, so I'll give away 2. I don't know. Certainly giving ice to promote. Could this be the shot that keeps Michael Opel's hopes alive? Oh, excuse me. This is a blue stone. That was a takeout. Yes. And it stays to sit for 3. So 3 blue as it stands. Now, yes, now they're looking at the centre guard. Michael Opel's team is left in the hands of Michael Opel. It would have to be a needle in a haystack shot, this. We had more intense discussion, and by the 8th end, trust me, it is intense discussion. The niceties have went out the window. This is all about curling now, and what shot to play, and to get the maximum impact and maximum benefit out of the end. And then at the end of the game, people shake hands, and it's all lovely. But to keep the suspense up, the serious conversation has started. Okay. Needs to keep going. Let's have a look. Everybody's having a look. We don't have a visual. Pat on the back. People are still having a look. That is a very well played stone, even if we can't see it. Okay, sheet E, it is still 10-5 in favour of McDougall, and they have both blanked the 9th end, hence why the score is still 10-5. Sheet F, the game has finished. They shook hands after the 7th end at a score of 8-2. In favour of Dixon. Take the red out, sit for 4? How many? 4 for 4. Sit for 4. Or sit at 4 would be the correct curling term. How many times can you say 4 in a sentence? I apologise. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's a lot of woe going on. Is it going to end in woe? Another very dramatic thing. Listen to it. To hit the red. The red is going. It's still going. Ooh. Goodness, hold your breath. It's definitely blue. No sign of a handshake. There's a high five, but not a handshake. We will go into the 9th end. And Sheet E have finished their game. Final score of 10-5. In favour of McDougall. So, I'm just trying to get the final score for D. Oh no, come on now. That's a 4. So we are now at 8-3. Now this surely has to be close to the handshake stage. Not that I'm wishing it to be over. Close but not quite. Michael Opel. Okay, we have just had confirmation from the official, from the English Curling Association, that we can say that if, and I say if, Dunn ends up winning this match, which after that 4 seems like a distinct possibility, there will be no final tomorrow, and indeed no morning session tomorrow. And there will be a presentation, but sadly that will be held upstairs. And we can officially call McDougall the champion. But the game is never yet. Certainly not for Greg Dunn. Let's have a look. Took the first red out. And the guard is being asked. I've got to remember I'm in a commentating situation. Round the A's. Oh, I got that leg wrong. Certainly not for Michael. Oh, the game isn't over. The game could be over for Dunn's team. There's a lot of centre-line guards, but they're not exactly guarding anything at the moment. (9-3). Got to start playing the numbers. Not yet, though. It's a bit late in the day, I think. Focus and strength is getting low. Back to the 3-guard situation. And that's not downplaying the athleticism of everybody that's played today. But for anybody who thinks it is downplay, try a 10-end game, 2 end games, or 2 10-end games for 3 days. Staying away from home. They're old enough and ugly enough, but you know what I mean. Stephen Hines. That's another guard. What are all these things guarding? Well, the answer to that is very simple. By blocking, it leaves Michael Opel with very few options as to what to do next. Leaving him almost no option but to handshake. It should be Henry Carter. I could be wrong. It could be the vice skip. Okay, that has to be in, is it? No. It's there's a lot of traffic at the guard zone. The stone is away. This is Other Bits and his stone. Unless I'm having a fit of colourblind again. Oh, goodness me. I am. And it's in. And it's on the button. Apologies to Jamie Moulton. And even if Dunn was to give away a 1, it would still be a tall order for Michael Dunn. But it's not over yet. Past the second guard, into the target. We don't have a visual. It's not quite shot. It is second shot. That's a valiant effort, though. I've got to give it to him. Jamie Moulton. He's gesticulating. And the stone is skating right the way through the front, through the house, out the back, out the door, wave goodbye. That's a shame. As you can probably hear from the background noise, the ice pad is emptying and the curling lounge is filling rapidly, because everybody is up here watching this match, cheering on, I have to say the underdog to a certain point. This is Greg now. Sweepers have been called off, and just to give you an idea, the noise you hear is the only game that's playing at the moment, which is the game we're covering. So once again, if Greg Dunn and his team finish the match with a flourish and end up winning, there will be unfortunately, there will be no need for a final tomorrow, as the McDougall team will have clinched the title. There will be no morning session, and this will be us signing off for this year's National Men's Championship 2015 in partnership with the English Curling Association. Okay, Greg Dunn, who once again does not have last rock in this, the 9th end. Okay, it's on its way, as you can probably hear. Greg Dunn can't get any lower on the ice. He's going to hit his own, but where's he going to go? Oh, goodness me. That was quite close, actually. He hit the right angle, just not out enough. Decisions. Michael Opel, who has last stone. He's at 9-3 down. So I don't know. Could this be the last stone of the match, the last rock of the match? One thing we can say for sure is it will be the last stone of the end. But of course the last stone of the match means the last stone of this year's championship. And it's away. And it's light. Is it meant to be light? I'm not sure. Can't see. Still can't see. the sweeping, but not a lot of stone going on. It was almost near perfect guard. And I think I might be 1 or 2 stones ahead, obviously. As they glide up and down the ice, I can tell you a discussion of sorts is taking place. Michael Opel's Redstone making its way down. It's light again, but it could be okay, you know. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh. And I think bushes are up. And the handshake is offered, and that is the end of this year's National Men's Championship. And as is customary, Alan McDougall is officially crowned the 2015 National Men's Champion. His team in order. The alternate Ben Fowler, the lead Tom Jagey, the second Andrew Wilson, the vice Andrew Reid, and the skip leading his team to this year's championship, Alan McDougall. And with that, it is the end of our coverage of this year's championship. Please remember there is no final tomorrow, there is no morning session tomorrow, but we hope everybody here at the Ice Bowl and DIBCA, the governing body, and just everybody around hopes you enjoyed your time. We hope to welcome you back, and from everybody here, my name is Michael Greaves McIntosh. Thank you so much for watching. With that, farewell.